You know what I thought about after 11 years of posting my first video of YouTube is that I thought I was never gonna make it to YouTube. And yeah, here I am after several channels being developed, processed, deleted, and then back on again. I realized the only reason why I kept going back to YouTube and making content is because I have a chance to not only create wealth, but to pass on my legacy, pass it on to my children, pass on to my grandchildren. These are really necessary messages right there. And unless your name is one of those streamers that don't do anything else, I do think it's quite necessary to actually get this through. But I really, really can't stress this enough. I think it's really time to have a necessary conversation. You see, when I was 13 years old, I was playing Beyblades, and I thought of this amazing idea. Why not have like Pegasus and then Sagittarius over there? And next thing you know, I just line a rip, and then I just downloaded it on YouTube. And next thing you know, a couple of views showed up, and then boom, I just kept going for a good 4 years. And I have to admit, 6,000 videos later, maybe 300 plus and 1 million views, which will turn to 2 million if I kept going, and maybe 30 million if I'm still there. I still can't believe I made it this far. But unfortunately, one thing is pretty clear. The only reason why I wasn't monetized is because I quit when it was just getting started. That's what I realized, and that happened many different times. And I don't know why that is. It's because I didn't have enough drive and enough of a legacy to leave behind. And now, things have changed in my late teens and early 20s, and now approaching to the middle of the 20s. And then I realized, yeah, I can't do all this. It's just my mind at the time was just blocking it from happening. But then a different perspective has left behind. I am capable of doing these things, and I think I can do it. But now, the real question now becomes, what else is next for me? If I could do the first video, then I could create an app, and then I could create a merchandise. Because let's be fair, I didn't have any of this in mind because I was in school at the time. That was the only reason. But if I didn't stop there at 17 years old, boy, would I actually make more money than I did in my first job. Way more. But then I realized that life takes a lot of time. And good things take time too. Figuring out life takes time. That's what I've realized after all these years. Especially now, good things take time. Everything takes time. Especially those that matter. Everything is going to take time. Every single thing that you work on in life takes time. No matter what circumstance this is. Doesn't matter. Everything takes time. Developing a business takes time. A channel takes time. What else takes time? An AI-generated all-in-one detox app. Which, by the way, I'm currently working on both of them. Everything takes time. A thought process, developing a book, running a multi-billion-dollar industry takes time. Because once you figure things out, that's where everything changes. The only reason why my other channel didn't work compared to the other one that I had for 3 years was because I didn't believe in myself. And I didn't have the confidence to sell myself and actually make the big bucks. That's where product knowledge comes necessary. Everything in life takes so much time. And sometimes you gotta have like the self-awareness to make things happen. have a good influence, becoming the leader that you are meant to be. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. And you gotta never let anyone stop you. Because eventually, once you have a mission and a statement, everything that you've been led through, you gotta let everything drive you in a single direction. And I think it's time to let our imagination just go through. And I think a real issue with all this is that you gotta let everything play out. Even the noise, even everything that's going on, you gotta make the ultimate move that makes sense. You gotta make everything make sense. But you gotta remember this, especially for someone that has done this for over a decade and is about to turn 25 later this year. I think now is a good time to be aware of your surroundings and also to be aware of what your future may entail. Because now's the time for me to achieve my full potential. What stops you from achieving your full potential? Because let's be fair, everything has a time and place. And I've heard all that advice for many years, especially when it comes to dating, jobs, everything. Everything has a place, and everything has a moment. Because let's be fair, everything is going to have a moment no matter what. But now the real question is, what comes after that? Especially with the video reaction that I'll be reacting to, not in a very too far future, but it is going to be happening soon. So yeah. And the only reason why I kept pushing forward to actually making that dream happen is because I always believed in myself. I mean, the reality hit after I hit 60 signups in the car wash. 60, thinking about it. 60 signups in 1 month is incredible. And yeah, especially when there's a lot of distractions, noise, and literally everything. That's why investing in good camera equipment and voice audio and everything else that comes after is totally necessary. You really can't let anything stop you. Because if it does, then what else is new, right? What else is literally the next big thing? Especially if you're in a new, unfamiliar environment. Yeah, I do get distracted sometimes, but guess what? Can't let it stop me from fulfilling my mission. Especially when it comes to politics, business, and everything. Because, especially when your name is Arnold Schwarzenegger, you can't let anything stop you. You really can't. Especially when you're this ambitious like Arnold, nothing's gonna stop you. Because the only reason why he did it before anyone else is because he had a vision. He had a goal. Gain some muscle, eat right, then boom. He won 7 titles. And if he was there a little longer, he could have gotten it to 10 if he wanted to. But guess what? That wasn't ambitious enough. And sometimes, you gotta take a step back and say to yourself, well, what's the next ambitious goal right now? Right now for me, it's developing an all-in-one productivity detox app with an AI agent. And then the next thing, after that or around the same time, is building a merchandise website, which is why I'm currently doing both of them. Because why? Because there's a chance that I will succeed and actually live in freedom and liberty and live in the lifestyle that I've been talking about for several years. How awesome would that be? Dude, if I asked my younger self this, he would have no idea what was going on. No idea. Yeah, it's like talking to a mirror. Of course, that too. I mean, when I look back at the very beginning and to right now, The only advice I would say to my younger self is that if you're willing to do all this, be sure to be prepared for what lies ahead. If you can succeed, you could do anything else. That's what I would say to my younger self 11 years ago. Is that, young man, if you have a dream and a vision, conquer it. Even Arnold would do the exact same thing in his current self right now to his younger self. Be ambitious and stay hungry. These things live in me right now, especially after what happened to my father literally almost a year ago. And guess what? And currently, I still feel like I'm talking to my dad even when I'm asleep and making these videos, because if he was in my shoes right now, he would have said the exact same thing that I'm saying right now. Because perspectives change, but long-term vision and goals, they never change until they get conquered and then move on to the next thing. That's why I made this video for a reason. Especially those that want to be content creators right now. You have the chance. The question now becomes, are you willing to pick up the camera and tell your story? Because here's like a couple of advices I would say right now that wants to start a channel. One is to tell your story. Number two is to explain who you are and why you decided to make your first video. And three is to make a statement and move forward. That's the three final advices of this video right now. Take the golden pill. The revolution is now. We are counting on you. And that will be it for today's video. If you enjoy videos like this, and you want to like and share and comment down below and support this channel right now, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. We do have a new community that's being formed right now while I'm developing a website and an app at the exact same time. And don't worry, it'll be coming very soon. It's like what I said before, good things take time, and once it's done, it will be there for you for many years to come. Other than that, stay hungry, stay ambitious, and stay relentless. And that is it. I will see you in the next video. You will own your freedom and be happy. Take the golden pill. The revolution is now. And I'll see you in the next video with a video reaction. See you later. If you enjoy videos like this, and you're actually interested in videos like this one that just happened recently, do me a favor, like and share and comment down below and subscribe to this channel right here and right now. With that in mind, I'll see you in the next video, innovator.